It's been quite a journey. It has been quite a journey. And wouldn't you agree with me that success is about your dreams?
Yeah.
And sometimes those dreams tend to have setbacks.
Okay.
Well, my story begins probably as a little girl growing up. I was in Chad Brown Projects in the smallest state, probably one of the smallest cities in America, Rhode Island. And I knew as a little girl I wanted to be somebody. I knew that I wanted people to matter. I knew that I wanted to matter. But most of all, I wanted to win. And the reason why I wanted to win, because I wasn't winning in my environment. And I knew that someday I was going to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, I was meant for the stage. So when you see me, someone said, "You sparkle today." Because I was meant for the stage. I'd been dancing since I was 2 years old. I was supposed to be on Broadway. I was supposed to be famous. Everybody was supposed to know who I was by the time I got to Philadelphia. Okay? And I was supposed to have this name. Now, I married the right person because my married name is Hunter. And see, Kim Hunter is an actress, for those of you that, back in the day. So my name is Kim Hunter. But I met a mentor along this journey of success. And not really knowing that what was going to end up happening was what I did not like the most, was that this mentor was going to tell me that I was going to be a top salesperson in his company. Now, this gentleman was a CEO of a multi-million-dollar hair care company. Everybody knew who he was, except for me. He had hired my husband to be in his cabinet on the management team in Dallas, Texas, one of the largest states in the country. And we go to this sales meeting, and I go to pick him up at this sales meeting, and he says to me, "Who are you here for?" "Oh, I'm here to pick up my husband." "And who's your husband?" "James Hunter." "Oh, that's your wife. Why don't you come up and say something to the group?" And I'm standing there like, no, come on up and say something to the group. So I go up and say something to the group. And he asks me to come to the meeting because I'm going to be one of his top salespeople. I tell this top CEO, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to be one of your salespeople. I'm not going to sell your products. As a matter of fact, I am going to be a corporate housewife." I'm a 20-year-old, cocky, arrogant, out-of-the-box individual. Because remember, I'm supposed to be this superstar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, lo and behold, he sends me an airline ticket because they have monthly meetings. And I go to the monthly meetings because I'm beside my husband, but I'm going as the corporate housewife. Mind you, this top CEO is telling me, "You're going to sell for my company one day." And I keep telling him, "No, I'm not going to sell for your company." I keep attending the monthly sales meetings because he keeps sending the tickets, okay, because they have a monthly meeting every month. And I'm sitting there and I'm absorbing it. Now remember, one of the things that I said is I like to win. So when you're sitting in a sales meeting and you're seeing people getting up because you got the number 10 salesperson, you got the number 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and lo and behold, there's number 1, I'm saying, I want to be number 1 because I was supposed to be number 1 a long time ago, and I'm not number 1 yet. What I didn't know along this journey of success is that those setbacks that I was having, if I didn't take care of who I was, those setbacks were going to stay with me on this journey. The setbacks of the emotional abuse, the setbacks of the not understanding really who I was because I didn't have any personal growth. the setbacks of not understanding that, yeah, you're going to be a corporate housewife, but you know, you could be so much bigger than that, and not really understanding who was telling me that, because I was so arrogant and so cocky that I didn't know who this gentleman was in the bigger world of the corporate USA. After about 6 months of attending meetings, I decided I'm going to go out and do sales. Now, mind you, selling was not what I was supposed to do. The reason why selling wasn't what I was supposed to do, because I didn't understand that I was better than who I thought I was, but it took somebody else to see that in me. Imagine, it took someone else to see that I was worth being able to go out and say, Ellie, you matter. You know, that I was able to bring a product and deliver to you, Melissa, and say, hey, you know, this product can make a difference in your life. All the things that I said that I wanted to be as that little girl growing up in Chad Brown projects was happening because this gentleman saw it in me, saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. I learned the art of sales. I learned the art of what it meant for you to matter. I learned the art of what it meant to have this product have value, so that not only that I was selling you the product, but I was bringing you something that you could use. I was bringing you something of value that could make you feel good. I was bringing you something that not only could make you feel good, but your end customer would also feel good. Because the audience that I was selling to were hairstylists. That was my audience, making people feel beautiful, making people feel good, making people feel like they mattered, that they meant something. Because the very people that they were serving, that the stylists were serving, were customers that probably were broken, were customers that probably wanted to matter. You know, were women who the only time that they could pour their heart out was when they sat in that chair with that client. And lo and behold, I was going to miss that opportunity. I was going to miss that opportunity that I was saying that I wanted. I was going to miss that opportunity of being able to give that to someone else, because I was so caught up in fame, fortune. I used to walk around singing that song, Fame, I'm gonna be somebody, woo! I mean, I was walking around like I was on top of the world. I had to be the cockiest 20-year-old from Providence to Baltimore to North Carolina. But ladies and gentlemen, the lesson learned for me is that you may feel worthless, but you are priceless to somebody else. And I'll say that again. You may feel worthless, but just know that you are priceless to someone else. And you never know what your value is until you know how valuable you are. Thank you.